Alright, so I have a 2013 Mercedes C-Class, and so I'm trying to fix the seat. And what's going on here is when I press the forward and backward button here, the switch right here, the seat doesn't move forward and backward. Instead, it kind of rotates, and it appeared to happen because of this rail here moving and that one not moving. That one was apparently stuck, and I took it to the Mercedes service center, and they said they'd have to take it apart and figure out what's going on. The entire thing would take me 2 hours of service. They had to take the entire seat assembly out and parts and all that. I didn't believe any of that was needed, so I went ahead and decided to do some research on the internet and diagnose the problem myself, and that's when I discovered what exactly was going on, right? So it's fairly straightforward, no big deal. Sorry for my terrible camera skills, but here's what it is, right? So this motor has two ends, so this one on this side and this one on the other side, right? So this has two drive shafts coming out of each end. So this is one drive shaft. It's the longer one that's connected to this rail here, and there's another one that goes into this. I don't know if you'll be able to see the hole here, this part here, right? So there's a small hole there, so it goes into that hole. Let me see if you're able to see a better picture. Yeah, you see that hole there, right? It's supposed to go in there. But yeah, so when I took the seat apart and actually saw that this cable that's supposed to come out of this end of the motor, so it looks something like this. Let me show you a better picture here. Right, so it was not in that hole anymore. I guess it was because a tennis ball had gotten stuck under my car seat several months ago, and I tried yanking the tennis ball. I don't know if that caused that to, I don't know, slip, but yeah, it had come out. So I put it back in place, and the seat started moving forward and backward. But at some point, I guess, years of usage. I've had this car for about 8 years now. Years of usage, it caused that cable to split. You see what I'm talking about here? So you see there's a fair amount of torsion. So this end was the one that went into the motor, and this end was the one that went into that hole in the seat railing. And so torsion failure happened, and it just came apart. Obviously, I had to buy myself a new torsion cable. It wasn't available, and everywhere I went, Mercedes or the service centers, these aftermarket service centers, they were all charging me $600 or $2,300, whatever that crazy amount of money is for new seat assembly. But all I really needed was this, and the cheapskate that I am, I wasn't. Even though it's Mercedes, I'm not going to spend $2,300 for a seat assembly, man. It's just not worth it. It's a criminal wastage of money, in my opinion. Just did some scouting on the internet and ended up buying a second-hand part, and that's exactly what I'm going to fit into this model. I'm going to provide you all the links for all the parts that I bought, and I had to buy a couple more as well. For example, right, there's this one. Hang on, it just fell down. Sorry. So there's one washer here that holds the motor in place. Let me see if I can get a better picture. There you go. I don't believe I can show you that picture right now, but that's that for now, right? I'm going to go about fixing this, and right, let's get started.